Before you move your family, your job, and your budget to San Marino, please don't do anything until you've heard these 5 things. This isn't about talking you out of it. It's about making sure you actually like the life you're buying, not just the zip code. Hey everyone, it's Rebecca Tekeian, Realtor and licensed professional clinical counselor here with Living in Southern California. On this channel, I help you understand not just the homes, but the lifestyle and mindset side of moving to different cities across Southern California. And today, we're talking about 5 things I genuinely wish buyers knew before moving to San Marino, California. Some of these will confirm what you already think, and some might surprise you. As always, this is educational, not financial advice. Real estate markets change all the time. Interest rates change and your situation is unique. So make sure you're talking with your own professionals or hiring the best before you make big decisions. Let's start with the first thing I wish more people were honest about. The real cost of living here beyond just the list price. Number 1, you're not just paying for the purchase price of the home. San Marino consistently ranks as one of the most expensive areas in Los Angeles County, and multiple cost of living calculators put the overall cost of living here well above the national average, with housing being the biggest driver. So yes, you're looking at multi-million-dollar prices in many cases, but you also have to factor in property taxes based on that value, homeowners insurance, and upkeep on a larger, often older home. Here's how I suggest thinking about it. Instead of asking, can I technically qualify for this mortgage? Ask, can I comfortably live my life, save for my goals, and sleep at night after I move here? As a counselor, I've seen how money stress can affect a family's daily life. San Marino is beautiful, but it won't feel that way if you're constantly worried about making the payment. So before you say yes to San Marino, I'd love for you to run the numbers all the way through. Mortgage, property taxes, insurance, and a realistic maintenance budget, especially if the home has a pool or a big yard. Which brings me to the second thing I wish more buyers knew. Number 2, the school reality. San Marino Unified is very highly regarded. You'll see strong test scores and top-tier rankings on sites like Great School and Niche. And that's a huge reason why people want to move here. I never tell clients that one district is the best because every family values different things. But I do tell them this: the reputation of the schools is a major reason you're paying a premium. What I wish more buyers understood is that with that reputation often comes a sense of pressure. Pressure for kids to achieve, pressure for parents to keep up, pressure to make the most of this opportunity. That can be positive for some families. They like a focused, high expectation environment, but others can feel overwhelmed if they weren't expecting that and weren't expecting that intensity. From a mental health standpoint, it's really important to ask, is this the kind of academic and social environment my kids and we as a family will thrive in? And not just, what do the online rankings say? Also, policies, boundaries, and ratings can change over time. So always check the latest information directly from the district and sites like Great Schools, rather than relying on what someone heard 10 years ago. The third thing I wish buyers knew is that San Marino is quieter than a lot of people expect. And that's both a pro and a con. Number 3, San Marino is really, really quiet. If you picture busy nightlife, big shopping centers, and tons of restaurants around the corner, that's not what you're going to find inside San Marino's city limits. What you do get here are peaceful, tree-lined streets, lazy park, and easy access to nearby cities like Pasadena, South Pasadena, and Alhambra for restaurants, shopping, and entertainment. For some people, that's a dream. They love the idea of coming home to a calm, almost small town feel at the end of the day. For others, it can feel too quiet. If you're used to walking to coffee shops, walking to bars, a busy downtown, you might find yourself driving a lot more than you expected. So a good gut check question is, Do I want my home base to feel like a retreat? Or do I want it to be in the middle of the action? Because San Marino leans heavily towards retreat. The fourth thing I wish people talked about more is the age of the homes and what that means for maintenance. Number 4, San Marino has a lot of older character homes, and I love that. You'll see properties from the 1920s, 30s, 40s, and 50s with beautiful architecture and mature landscaping. But here's the part buyers sometimes underestimate. Older homes require ongoing love and investment. That can look like plumbing and electrical upgrades, roof and window replacements, foundation work or drainage, and all the things that come with age. If you're buying a home that hasn't been fully renovated recently, you may be planning a kitchen or bath remodel in the next few years. And even if it has been renovated, you'll still have the regular maintenance of a larger property. In San Marino, that often means big yards with irrigation to care for, sometimes pools, and a lot of exterior surfaces that need painting and upkeep. This is where expectations matter. If you're coming from a newer tract home with HOAs that handle a lot of things, owning an older custom home can be a big adjustment, both in time and in budget. So when you're planning your purchase, I'd love for you to build in a maintenance and renovation fund rather than spending every last dollar just to get into the city. Finally, the fifth thing is I wish buyers knew is probably the biggest of all. It's all about lifestyle fit and mental health, not just prestige. Number 5, San Marino has a very specific lifestyle, and it's okay if it's not your lifestyle. From the outside, it can be easy to focus on the city's reputation, great schools, high home values, a very established, polished feel. Sounds good, right? But I want you to zoom in and really picture your day-to-day life here. Ask yourself questions like, how long is my commute, really? What does a typical weekday look like for our family? Do I feel energized in a quiet environment? Or do I need more buzz? How will it feel to commit this much of our budget to housing? These are the big questions to ask. As an LPCC, I see how big moves can bring up anxiety, family dynamics, and even identity questions. Sometimes people think if I just get into the right zip code, everything will feel better. But that's a lot of pressure to put on any place. San Marino can be an amazing fit if you love calm streets, like this one, a strong school reputation, a more private lifestyle, and you're financially comfortable with that decision. But if you're someone who thrives in a more urban, walkable, spontaneous environment, or if buying here would leave you feeling financially stressed, San Marino can be an amazing fit if you love calm streets like this one, a strong school reputation, a more private lifestyle, and you're financially comfortable with that decision. But if you're someone who thrives in a more urban, walkable, spontaneous environment, or if buying here would leave you feeling financially stressed all the time, it might make more sense to look to other parts of the San Gabriel Valley that give you a better balance, a better bang for your buck. And that's not a failure. It's actually a really empowered choice to say, this is what matters most to me and my family, and here's the city that supports that. So those are the 5 things I wish buyers knew before moving to San Marino. The real cost of living here beyond the list price, the school reality and the expectations that come with it, how quiet and residential the city really is, the maintenance that often comes with older character homes, and most importantly, whether the lifestyle actually fits who you are and how you want to live. My goal isn't to talk you into or out of San Marino. It's to give you enough context so that whatever decision you make, you can feel peaceful and confident about it. If you're considering San Marino or anywhere in the San Gabriel Valley or Southern California, and you want to look at your situation more personally and more specifically, I offer a one-on-one strategy session where we walk through your budget, your timeline, and the lifestyle you're hoping to create with all the non-negotiables. Make sure to book a strategy session with the link below. I also have a free guide on buying in San Marino and the San Gabriel Valley that goes deeper into neighborhoods, questions to ask, and how to prepare emotionally and financially for a move like this one. And if you want to see what a San Marino home actually looks like at this price point, check out my full tour of the Melville Drive, and I'll link that in the video as well. So I'm Rebecca Tekeian. Thanks very much for watching. And whether you're moving in 9 days or 90 days, book that strategy call so we can make sure that you move forward with confidence. I'll see you in the next one.